Larry Roberts, Neil, do you think the Lions should sign another veteran cornerback, Stephon Gilmore, Xavier Howard, with this banged-up secondary for depth? What do y'all think? I did hear D-Mac, because I do want to get into the injury stuff. And, look, like Gibbs is the showstopper, right? I'm good with the Gibbs stuff, but I'm also concerned. I want to get to that in a minute.
All
but
right.
since Larry brought it up, D-Mac, I listened to an interview with Dan Campbell on their flagship radio station this morning. And he was talking about it, and he said, look, like the injuries, the Arnold thing, the Rakestraw thing, in a vacuum, he didn't say it like this, but in a vacuum by themselves, not a big deal.
Yeah.
Right? They know what they're up against. They know what they are. They're not going to miss extended time. And this, he said this, and nobody's picked up on this, and I think here's where it hurts you. It hurts you, he said, because we have essentially 5 roles in the secondary, right? You got your nickel, you got your slot, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
We think we know who those guys are. We don't know for sure, like in terms of assignments. The problem is with these injuries, on their own, they're fine. But with these injuries in total, we don't get a chance to get those 5 dudes out there on the field together. We have to essentially do it during the season.
Yeah.
That was my takeaway from it.
Yeah.
And no one's talking about that angle of it, and that is a concern. It's not the injuries, it's what the injuries do for preparation.
Yeah.
No, that's 100% what it is, especially when you're trying to apply a system, especially when we're talking the secondary, right? Like on paper, the most improved part, but you got to give guys an opportunity to get out there and to know each other and stuff like that.
Yes, sir.
Why do we revere our offensive line so much? Right? Because of the staples that are there, but also, too, the supporting cast that can come in and out. They all work on the same line. It's the same thing, the units, right?
Yeah.
You want your defensive line the same way. You want your linebackers to be out there because they trust each other, and football is about units. So, again, and it's also because, on paper, the secondary coming off of last year is one of your weakest positions. So, you need guys to be out there, and on paper doesn't translate always to in the game. And it's just about feel. Remember I always talk about, our old Red Wings teams are the grind line. We're on one wavelength. That's what units need to be. Trust to do your job.